make something that's either really massive or it's a transforming vehicle, and today's no different. Today I wanted to have my hand at making some kind of circular, spherical type of vehicle that as you roll along the ground, it has two giant wheels essentially, and that is what rolls as you go along. It's thrust powered, and the cool thing is that you can transform it to make it look a certain way. Now this is it, and this design actually is a little off. I need to change one thing, and that is the distance that these bars go out, because essentially it's just, I think, 1 too long. And so I'll kind of explain that and show you what this thing does, as well as show you how to make it. Now I know there have been plenty of other people who have tried to make something like this and successfully made different designs, and I don't know if my design is anything like anyone else's. It very well might be. I don't know. I haven't really watched anybody's things on how to do this. I just kind of had my hand at it, and that's what I came up with. So essentially what it does is just folds up, and this middle area right here, this is probably the most important part, is that if you don't have this set up to where this can swing on its own via these bearings and these center bearings, then as you roll along, it'll just kind of spin. Now you can get it to just stay in place too, but I just have it set like this because I think it looks cool. And then all of these are set to 45 and 15s, and so when it folds up, it makes the circle. Now, like I said, the area that's an issue is this part right here. I think if I made this one less, it might actually work a little bit better. And so this is currently, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. And so if I made it 3, maybe it would work better. I'm not entirely sure. So 3 on the ends, then everything else is 4 blocks long, and it kind of makes a perfect circle almost, except for this side, like I said. And so I think I could make this even better if I made this actually turn too, which I might just do that off of this center one. But the only issue is, oh well, I guess I could do it in the back here. Anyway, so let's check out what this thing can do. So the cool thing about this is that, let's say you want to turn one direction, you can actually trigger the thrusters to reposition yourself, turn yourself around, go whatever direction you want to. So you can control the direction very easily via the thrusters. Then also you can add more onto these. So like, say you wanted to make these wider, then you can increase the thrust power individually on all the thrusters to allow you to get that momentum that you need. And so I really like the fact that we can change our thrust now, because that really helps out quite a bit. So let's get this thing rolling here, and you can kind of trigger your direction via just letting go of something if you need to. And so it's kind of turning to the left a little bit. It wasn't doing that before. Let's turn around. Maybe we're on uneven terrain here. And then let's go this way. The only problem with this is that you kind of have to trigger them at the same time to get an even kind of burst. Something's going on with the wheel part that's causing me to turn a little bit. Well, anyway, this is the design. It's not completely perfect. I could have a thruster off. Let me look at the thrusters. 4, 4, 4. I guess they're probably all right. Yeah, they're all right. But yeah, it's a very simple thing, and I think I could make an even better design than this. But for the sake of just like making something this easy, I'll show you guys how to do that. And so you can see my guy's just kind of hanging out there as he goes along. Now, I think I'll give props to Blitz, because Blitz made a yo-yo car. If you guys have not seen that, you need to check it out, because it's insane. It not only does it do what this is doing right now, it actually moves better, but it also folds up and kind of springboards. And so definitely give that a check out after this video, because he does a great job with that. And so let me show you how to make this, because it's actually pretty easy. And it's not very hard at all. It's just the center area is what matters the most, I think. And so let's go ahead, and what I did was I just drew 16 out and then added another one on so it's even. And so this is one of these bars, essentially, right here. It's one of these bars. And then let's find the center here, just right here. Put a bearing down. And then I think I did like 4 total, bearing 5, and I think that's what I have. And then I have another bearing on this side, bearing here, And so you got that look right there. And then from there, we went 4, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4 bearing. So now we have, is that even? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I did this before, actually. There we go. All right, so then we need to make our arm coming out here. And arm coming out here. And this is going to provide us with the base of what we need to make. And so that's the start. And that's how easy it is to make the middle part. So let me just go ahead and reposition this because we're going to need to do that. And then from here, this is what I did. This is what I messed up before. So what I think we can do is, let's do this. And then let's put bearings on these. So we're gonna have 4 now instead. So then 1, 2, 3. So that's 4 total. 4. Okay, so let's do that, and we're gonna see if that'll actually work to give us a better circle. And then after that, it's as easy as alternating inside and outside. And then we'll do one more. So we should have 4 in total. Now, the only thing is, that should work, right? I think so. Yeah, that should work. That should work. Okay. So then what you need to do, I'll do 2 sides at a time. That way we can make sure that the circle is going to add up to the correct amount. And we could always just delete one end, I guess, if we really need to do that. Okay, so we did, we had 1 coming down, and then put our bearing off of here. 3, so that's 4 blocks total. 4. This is actually really simple to design. And yeah, mine's sort of broken, but hopefully we're fixing that right now. Hopefully you guys have been enjoying these videos this week. They're a little bit more instructional and definitely way more in-depth designs than what I have been doing. So, okay, so the only issue is we're going to have 4 controllers, which is actually okay because it's going to make it even. Okay, so we need to figure out the angles now because they're going to be a little bit different, I think. 15 still. Well, actually, I don't know. 45. No, because that's... This is going to be the tricky part, figuring out these angles. So you can kind of just let it fall. Blue, let's just go... I want to keep everything red. It's just easier that way. Red and red. Okay, so let's do... Before we did 45, 15, 15, and 15. But I don't think that's going to give us the look that we want. Because that's going to be too sharp of a angle now. So what about 15s? And then 4 maybe is more. Yeah, 4 is probably going to be a little bit more. So we do 30. Okay, so let's just try this out. I don't have time to do math. I'd rather just make it happen and then go from there. That's pretty close. So I guess 45 will be perfect. No, because we have that issue again. We don't want any flat spots. So let's just keep it 15. I mean 30. And that actually might be fine. I think that'll work. Okay, so then we can go straight from here. We don't have to make the other side already. Let me just get rid of these. Alright, so let's just do this side. And then same exact thing on this side. Yeah, I think this is going to work better than what I just did. So improving upon the design already, which is good. 4 total, so there it goes. 1, 2, 3, Okay, we're gonna have to put it on the lift. That's okay. We've got it figured out now. So 1, 2, 3, and then one more down. All right, there we go. So that side's done, and now wait a minute. That looks weird. I guess that is how it is. Okay. This is the first time looking at it like that from that angle. It looked weird to me. It looked like something was off. Okay, 4. 4. And 4. So let's go put our controllers down. Yeah, it's way more, it's way quicker for me to just throw a bunch of bearings down, not worry about the angles, throw down the degrees, and then after the fact change it once it's like all on the ground. Because it's just quicker to work with that way, I think, than actually looking at it and trying to figure out what direction it's going and then correcting it. And yeah, I don't know. I hate doing that. All right, so okay, so then that's got to go that way. That's got to go that way. And there we go. Yeah, that's gonna work out great, I think, because now we got a really tight circle. All right, so we'll lower this down, and then one there, one there, one there, and one there, and then we go out. It's just easier for me to work and do like the same thing, you know. Out, out, out. You could probably alternate these if you want to get fancy. It probably doesn't actually matter, but just for the sake of consistency and my sanity, I want to do it this way. That's some giant corn, you guys. Some giant corn right there. All right. And one more. Because I think the last time I had them facing outward at the end, so it obviously doesn't really matter that much. Okay, 4, 4, 4. Whoops. And every time that you do that, every time you delete something, when you have it on the lift like that, it freaks out and all drops to the ground. So annoying. Yeah, just looks weird from different angles. It's a very, very, very easy design to do. It does not take much at all to make this happen. What's wrong there? There's one too many right here. I thought for a second that I added one too many. And there it goes, freaking out again. Look at the lag it causes too. Stop, you freaking worm. Alright, 4, 4, 4, and there's one too many right here. There it goes again. So annoying. I don't know why it does that. It's not affecting it at all to where I delete a block way up here that it should fall over like that. Seems like a total bug. Total bug. Okay, yeah, this is gonna be great. This is gonna be great. And then the thrusters, you gotta make sure you put them going the same way. Okay, and there we go. So now let's go ahead and throw up our controllers. It's gonna mess something up. Gosh dang it, man. I'm just gonna make this even so everything is lined up right. Nothing's off. I hate how that's like probably one of my biggest gripes right now, but like how it does that. You delete one thing and bam, the whole freaking thing goes falling down. Okay, so wait, do we actually have enough for both sides? Oh yeah, 4, obviously, okay. And before I had it like linked to each side essentially. Sometimes I feel like I say things and you guys are like, what the heck is he talking about? Because I don't explain myself a lot. But hopefully you guys are finding these videos to be helpful to make these designs. Because I pretty much love making guide videos. Like that's what I really like to do. for most games on my channel. Like, it's just a lot of fun for me to figure something out and then show you guys how I did it. That is really annoying, that lag right there. 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, so that side's done. Once we get this side done, it'll stop lagging, because it'll pop up out of the ground. It should, at least. Maybe not, actually. Oh my gosh, it's getting worse. It's literally breaking apart right now. It's literally breaking. Let me raise it first. There we go. Goodness gracious, man. It was breaking apart on us. I don't think that can ever happen to where like a design would be ruined. That would suck though if that happened. Okay, so there we go. It's a circle. So now what we need to do is add our seat in. And then I think I had it maybe hanging down one more than that. Okay, and then throw our seat in. And we don't actually need... You know what's interesting is that we could do this a bunch of different ways if we wanted to, because we don't actually need it set up like a particular way, because we could have the seat somewhere else, really, in the middle part. I don't think it needs to be hanging there. I don't think so. I was just kind of looking at that design and seeing if... Oh, wait, we need to make sure that the thrusters are going the right way. Okay, so bottom, because it'll go backwards, essentially, if we do it wrong. Okay, so this is a little bit more tight. Hopefully this still works. Hopefully. Let me build up my... Actually, that we can just put a jack down. Yo, 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 yo. Where you going? Come on. Okay. Then we could probably do switches or buttons. To be honest, we don't have to do buttons. I don't really like buttons that much. Buttons are kind of annoying to me. And then just connect the button up to each side, and then thrusters should be set and good to go. And then as long as we put the thrusters on the right side... Oh yeah. Oh my gosh. This is way better. This is way, way, way better. We gotta slow this down, actually. We could actually probably make these tracks wider if we wanted to, which wouldn't be too hard to do, which I think I did on the other one. Made them too wide. Or I made certain parts too wide. There we go. Holy smokes. That is way better. Look at it. We're going to have to make those tracks wider. Whoa, that is way better. Okay, so what you can do to make the tracks wider is... Okay, how's this going to curl up? This way? So we could take and we can make... As long as you connect up, so you don't like connect everything together, you just connect the individual parts. I think it should work. Oh, it was going... I was looking the wrong way. Whoops, okay. My bad. I was looking at it the wrong way. So where did I just add those on it? Right here? Okay, let's just make sure we don't delete anything we need here. Okay, that freaked me out for a second. I thought the thing fell apart. It would be an easy fix, though. Okay, so they're going this way. That's what I thought. It was wrong. So build it like right here. Right here. Right here. And right here. Make sure you're just touching each individual part, you know. Like if you make sure you're touching this side right here instead of up at the top here. So when it bends with it. I think that should work. Let's just test it to make sure. Yep, there we go. So that's what we want to achieve right there. So let's go ahead and, man, it's causing some lag now though. Doing that. Alright, we'll try this and see how this goes with 2. So we might be able to even make it even more wide. It's just, oh, you know what I should have done? I should have put a different color down so I know exactly where to go to make them wider. Because the only concern I have now is accidentally deleting something I actually need. But building it back is not too... What the heck? Building it back is not too difficult. It takes about a minute to do. To build the whole leg. I mean, obviously you guys saw. So let's try this and see how 2 does. That one might not work. I might have just put that down in the wrong spot. And it seems weird that the ones on the actual part of the main construction actually works. But the problem with doing this though is I think things collide and they cause like major lag. Yeah. So it looks way better, but it's so much more laggy now. What? Okay, so I was right. There is one part that is broken up here. Let's see it right there. Yeah, that's just causing so much lag though. That's the only problem. And now it's too laggy to I'm gonna wind up deleting something. But yeah, it's definitely way better than the last one. Well, guys, thank you so much for watching. Pretty simple tutorial, simple way to make a spherical type of thing. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this episode. If you did, click that thumbs up button below. Feel free to subscribe if you're new to the channel, and enjoy the lag. Thanks for watching.